Stir-Fry Jicama with prawns. Hey, have you ever walked through the market and spotted jicama, yam bean, these crisp, white root vegetables and top? Well, I want to try that, but it's so expensive. If you are in Sydney, you know exactly what I mean. Jicama isn't exactly the easiest or cheapest ingredient to get here. But today, I'm going to show you how to turn it into something delicious and comforting. Stir-Fry Jicama with prawns, also known as Kuang Char in Penang, Malaysia. This recipe is so simple and full of flavor. It's a dish I learned from my mother-in-law family recipe. This is a quick and easy stir-fry that captures the heart and soul of Malaysian popiah spring rolls in every bite. Alright, here's what you need for this recipe. 4 simple ingredients: jicama, prawns, carrots, garlic, and some sea salt. Super simple, right? And though jicama can be hard to find in Sydney, this dish is totally worth the hunt. First step, start by washing and peeling the skin of jicama. Let me tell you a little bit story of jicama, also known as sengkuang in Malay. Has a fascinating history. Originally from Mexico, it made its way across the globe, eventually finding a loving home in Southeast Asia. Over the years, it's evolved into the star ingredient in dishes like Kuang Char, a quick stir-fry that's perfect for a healthy meal, or even for special occasions like Chinese New Year. Crisp, slightly sweet flavor and satisfying crunch make it the star of this stir-fry. Do you also know that jicama isn't just for stir-fries? You can also slice it up and use it in a refreshing, crunchy rojak, Malaysian-style fruit and vegetable salad, where its crisp texture perfectly complements the sweet, tangy, and spicy peanut sauce. One pro tip from my mother-in-law: using a knife to peel jicama is easier than a peeler. While it might seem daunting at first, a knife offers more control, allowing to navigate the jicama's irregular shapes and take skin more effectively. Give it a try. Alright, let's get our second ingredient, these beautiful sea prawns, ready for our stir fry. First, we will need to wash, remove the entire shell, head, legs and all. Just gently peel it off. And of course, we will devein them too. A quick slit along the back and you can lift up the vein. Give them the final rinse. Cut them into big chunks. This will help us to cook evenly and give those satisfying bites in our finished dish. Alright, let's talk about achieving perfect julienne cuts, the kind that make your stir-fries look as good as they taste. And for that, we are bringing out the big guns, this Berliner 7015S vegetable slicer. My father-in-law bought this years ago and it's honestly the best tool ever. I will leave an Amazon link in the show notes below in case you want to snag one for yourself. Place the jicama flat side down on the Berliner's platform. Gently but firmly push the jicama against the plate using a smooth, even motion. Repeat the same steps for 2 carrots as well. See how easily it creates those perfect uniform julienne stripes. No more struggling with a knife trying to get even cuts. The Berliner makes it so quick and easy. Perfectly julienne carrots and jicama ready for our stir fry. This Berliner really is a game changer. It makes prepping vegetables so much faster and easier. And the results are always consistent. Definitely a must-have in my kitchen. Once we finish the preparations, now it's time to stir fry it. Heat 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil in our wok or frying pan over medium-high heat. When it shimmers, you know it's time to add our garlic. Today we are using 2 garlic cloves, minced it. Stir fry until golden brown. While waiting, if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you love cooking and baking, don't forget to subscribe my channels and click on the notification bell so that you won't miss out any upcoming recipes. The fragrance is so inviting. It's one of those moments when you know something delicious is coming up. Next, toss in the prawns and cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes until they turn a lovely pink and are cooked through. You can already smell that savory goodness starting to waft through the air. The umami smell, there's something that oyster sauce can't really replace it. And to your surprise, today we are not going to use any soy sauce or oyster sauce for this stir fry. We are going to just use 1 teaspoon of salt later on for seasoning. So make sure you use a good quality of sea prawns, not those kind of frozen prawns in the supermarket. Next, add in our 2 carrots julienned previously. Give it a quick stir for about a couple of minutes, just enough to start softening but keeping their crunch. The top secret here is we need to stir fry this julienne carrot for a couple of minutes before adding the jicama. Why? Because carrots takes a little longer to soften than jicama. We want them to be tender crisps, not mushy. So, how do you know when they are ready? You are looking for a few cues here. First, the color will become a bit vibrant. Second, they will start to soften slightly. They won't be completely cooked through though, but they will lose that raw, hard edge. You can also test them with your chopstick. They should have a little bend to them, but still offer some resistance. You don't want them to be floppy. Sometimes close the pot lid or wok lid will help them to cook a little bit quicker. See how they're starting to look a bit brighter and are just beginning to soften. That's perfect. They are ready for the jicama. If you would like carrots a little softer, you can cook them for another minute or so. But remember, they will continue to cook a little once we add the jicama. Now we add our julienne jicama, 1 medium size, knowing the carrots are at the perfect stage of doneness. Now that we added the jicama, the stir fry is really coming together. Jicama cooks relatively quickly, so we don't want to overcook it. We want it to retain its delightful crunch. So, how do you know when the jicama is perfectly cooked? You are looking for a few key cues again. First, the color will become slightly more translucent. It will lose that completely raw, opaque look and develop a bit of sheen. The texture is the most important thing. You want the jicama to be tender crisps. It should still have a good bite to it, a satisfying crunch. If it's become completely soft, you will overcook it. Taste it with your chopstick. It should be easy to pick up but still firm, depending how big the size of your jicama and the dish. Now, just close the lid to let it shimmer for a couple of more minutes until it's softened. For seasoning, use 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Yes, you hear it right, you don't need anything else. Let the natural sweetness of the jicama and carrots shine through and let the salt bring everything together. It's a light and refreshing dish, a delightful contrast to the richer, more complex flavors often associated with Malaysian cuisine. See how it's just starting to look a little translucent around the edges? That's a good sign. Give it a taste. Carefully, it's hot, and you will know instantly if it's ready. It should be crunchy and slightly sweet. This jicama stir-fry Kuang Char is more than just a stir-fry. It's a taste of popiah without the fuss of wrapping. It's a connection to my husband's family, a reminder of their warmth and generosity, and a celebration of the sometimes hard to find but always worth it jicama. And there you have it, a quick, delicious, easy to make, light stir-fry that's packed with flavor and texture. Whether you are craving the taste of a classic popiah or simply looking for a healthy dish to enjoy, especially in the celebration like New Year or Chinese New Year, this is the perfect dish. So the next time you are craving something light, healthy and full of flavor, remember this simple stir-fry jicama with prawns. It's not just a dish, it's a taste of Malaysian tradition. From Mexico to Malaysia, from street vendors to family kitchens, jicama or bangkwang has found a special place in our hearts and on our plates. This dish is a testament to how food evolves, how cultures mix, and how every bite can tell a story. Here's recap our family recipe Stir-Fry Jicama, or you can go to hankery.com for print-out recipe. Now, I know that jicama can be a bit tricky to find in some parts of the world, but don't worry, I got you covered. In my next video, I'm going to share a little secret, a clever substitution for jicama that you can probably find in your local supermarket. It's not exactly the same, of course. It won't have the same incredible crunch and sweetness, but it's a surprisingly close alternative and a lifesaver when you're craving the dish and can't get your hands on jicama. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell because you won't want to miss that secret ingredient reveal. See you in the next video.